Hello and welcome to the General English session, reading of the chapter Training, Literary and Spiritual. The final session reading. And in this reading session, we shall see the importance and role of the teacher in imparting spiritual training to his or her students. One of them was wild, unruly, given to lying, and quarrelsome. On one occasion, he broke out most violently. I was exasperated. Exasperated means angry. I never punished my boys, but this time I was very angry. I tried to reason with him. I tried to make him understand. I tried to treat him softly and reason him out. But he was adamant. He was stubborn. He was arrogant and even tried to overreach me. He was even crossing his limits. At last I picked up a ruler lying at hand and delivered a blow on his arm. I trembled as I struck him. I dare say he noticed it. This was an entirely novel experience for all of them. The boy cried out and begged to be forgiven. He, not because the beating was painful to him. He could if he had. He could, if he had been so minded, have paid me back in the same coin, being stoutly built youth of 17. But he realized my pain in being driven to this violent resource. Never again after this incident did he disobey me. But I still repent the violence. I am afraid I exhibited before him that day not the spirit, but the brute in me. The paragraph is very touching. Gandhi has pained himself more than giving or inflicting pain, physical pain, to his student. The student could have easily reverted back, taken a revenge because he was a stoutly built youth of 17, but he did not. Why? Because he saw the pain behind Gandhi's physical beating, and after that day, he never disobeyed Gandhi. But Gandhi repented, regretted using the physical punishment, the corporeal punishment towards the boy, because he felt that it was not the power of the spirit in him, but the power of brute, the animal-like quality that gave him that anger to beat the boy. I have always been opposed to corporeal punishment, physical punishment. Corporeal means physical punishment. I remember only on one occasion on which I physically punished one of my sons. I have therefore never until this day been able to decide whether I was right or wrong in using the ruler. Probably it was improper, for it was prompted by anger and a desire to punish. Had it been an expression only of my distress, I should have considered it justified. But the motive in this case was mixed. The paragraph is an explanation of the analysis and the guilt that Gandhi is feeling after using physical punishment towards the boy. He is completely against corporal punishment. He feels that if it was out of distress or frustration, it would have been justified. But the motive was mixed. It was mixed with anger and a desire to punish. So Gandhi regrets again. This incident set me thinking. This was a turning point. This incident was a turning point that brought lots of thought in Gandhi's mind and taught me a better method of correcting students. I do not know whether that method would have availed on the occasion in question. The youngster soon forgot the incident, and I do not think he ever showed great improvement. But the incident made me understand better the duty of a teacher towards pupils. Yes, Gandhi understands that using physical punishment, giving physical pain to the student, hasn't brought much change. The student hasn't shown much improvement, so he feels that there should be another way or better way of correcting the students, but not corporal punishment. Case of misconduct on the part of the boys often occurred after this, but I never resorted to corporal punishment. Yes, on that day, Gandhi decided that he is never going to use physical or corporal punishment on his students, the boys on the Tolstoy farm, whatever the reason. Thus, in my endeavor to impart spiritual training to the boys and girls under me, I came to understand better and better the power of the Spirit. Yes, while training the students in the Spirit, it is the teacher also who is learning. The teacher is the learner, and students become the teachers here. How in teaching we learn is an appropriate phrase while imparting spiritual training to the students. And yes, be the change you want to see in others is one of the favorite and most important quotes that we often read about Gandhi is justified in this part of the reading. And during imparting of the training of the spirit, it is not only the students who are growing up, it is not only the students who are learning, but the teacher himself is growing up and learning the power of spirit. Thank you.